In this video, I'm going to talk about subsets of real numbers. Alright, so we're going to have this set of numbers first, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So these numbers, which are usually used to count or for counting, is what you call the natural numbers. The natural numbers are what, or we call it also counting numbers. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on as infinitely big number starting from 1. And if you add 0 on it, it's a different set of number. It's what you call a whole numbers. So whole numbers encompasses including the natural number. So natural number is a subset or under the set of whole numbers. You just simply add 0, that's whole numbers already. And now if you add negative numbers on the whole numbers, like -1, -2, and so on, that's what you call integers. So basically, the um, natural numbers, whole numbers, they are under the integers or subset of integers. And if you include decimals, we have and fractions like -2.8, -1/2, or the positive 2, 3, and 3/4, or any positive number which are decimal fraction. If you include that on those integers, it will be another set that encompasses the integers, which is what you call rational numbers. So rational numbers includes the integers, whole numbers, and the natural numbers. Now, if you add, if you go to another set of numbers which are not rational, because rational numbers are any number that can be written in fraction, like even 1. 1 can be written as 1/1, it's in fraction, or 0, 0 over 5, or 0 over 10. So as long as the number can be written in fraction, it's a rational number. But there are numbers that cannot be written in fraction form. So like this number, square root of 2, those are square root of 5. Those are numbers. If you compute it in the calculator, it will give you an infinitely long number that is not repeating. So you cannot write it in fraction form, although there are some decimals which are infinitely long number, but they are repeating. They can be written in fraction, like for example, 0.6666. It's a repeating 6, so that can be written as 6 over 9, or 2/3 in the simplest form. So, but this, like pi is 3.14 and so on. It's a never-ending number. Also, the Euler's number, if you know that, 2.7 something. So these are what you call irrational numbers. So these numbers cannot be written in fraction. You can just leave it as radicals or just symbols like pi. Because pi is just a ratio of the circumference and the diameter. So it's not a square root of something, but it's still an irrational number. Although it's like a ratio of circumference over diameter, but it is being proven that if you compute it, it will never be formed as a fraction. All right, so we'll summarize everything by this illustration. We have natural numbers 1, 2, 3, and so on. These are counting numbers or natural numbers. If you include 0, so natural numbers are a subset of whole numbers. And if you include negative numbers, um, the whole numbers and natural numbers are a subset of integers. Now, if you include the fractions and the decimals, so we have already rational numbers. So these natural numbers, whole numbers, integers are a subset of rational numbers. And then outside the rational numbers is what you call irrational numbers. These are numbers which cannot be written in fraction. And all of these, both the the family of rational numbers and the irrational numbers, they are all part of what you call real numbers. All right, so I hope you have learned something from this video, and please do subscribe to my channel.